Arland Bruce III is a Kansas product, played with his hometown Chiefs in 2000 in the National Football League, came to the CFL, spent a couple seasons with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, then back to the league with the 49ers, and then back up here with the Argos, Ticats, BC Lions, the Alouettes. Listen, he's a Hall of Famer in waiting, two-time Grey Cup champion. Whoa, my 5-time Division All-Star, 3-time All-Canadian. He's a legend, and he's got the ring on today. AB3, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
Huge fan here, longtime fan, as you know, and they tell me that you are in Edmonton today. What business takes you to the City of Champions today?
Well, I'm actually in a limousine right now with Image Limousine. I'm actually one of the representatives. So if you come to Edmonton, you need some limo services. We have 4 different fleets, stretch limos, bus limos. Contact me and I can hook you up.
Loonies and Toonies. They're writing in already. Loonies and Toonies, baby. That's what Jason and Red Deer saying. Arland, before we get into the football stories, can you update your fans? What's happening in your life these days?
First of all, I just want to say hello, everybody in Canada. I haven't left since I've been up here. I love Canada. Every team I play for, all 5 teams, I love everybody in Canada. I apologize to the LGBTQ community for the comments I made years ago. I didn't mean it. It was out of silliness. But I'm back here. I'm here now. I got so much love for Canada. I need The Rock to contact me so we can see if a merger is even possible, see if Canada even want to do something like that. I think it'll be great because it'll bring the salary up. It'll bring the unity of the world because there's football everywhere in the whole world. Why not use Canada as a base to merge and do something great for the league in the world? Why not?
Yeah, no kidding. By the way, I must say you look like $1 million, Arland. I shouldn't have expected anything else, but you look like you could still play. Could you?
You know what? Right now, as a director of international scouting for a major company out of New York, I represent professional athletes, baseball, football, and basketball. So I'm the guy that can, I've experienced it. Right now, I play basketball, I shoot free throws, but as far as getting physical and running routes, I can run routes. I can show you, but I won't be doing that anymore. I really just want to see about getting to the Hall of Fame and helping these young kids that's coming up to have a career in professional sports because football is amazing, especially in Canada. And I just want to give back, really.
Well, I read off your resume at the start here, and Arland became the 14th receiver in CFL history to hit 10,000 yards receiving. It's a very elite group. I mentioned you're a 2-time Grey Cup champion, so we got to get on that Hall of Fame thing. It's a slam dunk, obviously, but we just got to push it across the finish line. But for the BC Lions fans watching, and all CFL fans for that matter, your name is tied with Tad Cornegay. You know what I'm going to say. 2011, the team's 0-5. They sign you too, and you take off like a rocket. It's lore, man. But I've never talked to you about your side of that story because you and Tad are credited with getting it done. What's your side of that story?
Oh, you know, it was an amazing feeling because a week before I was traded to the BC Lions, I met with Dante Marsh, Corey Banks, Jarius Jackson, and a few other BC Lions players when we played out there when I was in Hamilton. They said, "Hey, we heard you were getting traded." I said, "What are you talking about?" You know. So anyway, long story short, Wally Buono and Bob Obilovich traded me the next week, and I said, "Well, you guys sent me closer to the Grey Cup. Thank you." You know what I mean? And that was my mentality, the confidence. I was close to the Grey Cup, a $600 million stadium being built. I mean, I had so much energy to see mountains every day to go to practice in the SkyTrain. It just revived me and added like 10 years to my life. So thank you, Ticats, and I love the CFL.
Well, Daryl in Toronto writes in from the Beneath Sports podcast on Twitter. He says the Lions declined in popularity in recent years. Arland, having played there, is winning the only thing needed to turn around attendance and popularity for the Lions?
I don't think winning. I think how you, the players that you get on because there's so many great players out there. I mean, if you look at their stories and their history, I mean, you could have a quarterback that never played and then he gets the opportunity to play and start. I mean, there's so much history. I mean, I think you just have to give guys opportunity and see what they do instead of just looking at their resume so much, and just see what a guy can do when he gets out there. That's what I'm really like encouraging players that I'm working with. I'm working with artists. I'm working with NFL, CFL, NBA players. I'm just encouraging, man, just be the best you can be. Because there's somebody in that scouting room that says, hey, we need a guy like that. So all I can do is just encourage people to just be great every day and take advantage of your opportunities. With this merger with the CFL and XFL, I think people need to be patient because everybody signs a non-disclosure. You can't really reveal all the information. But I don't think it would hurt the CFL by merging. I think it would bring unity to the world of football. You know what I mean? That's what I think. So.
Oh, but listen, Arland, that's why I've always felt an affinity for you. I've been saying this for 20 years. When the XFL started in 01, I thought we should merge, and I faced the firing squad for that. But the reason I was a big fan of yours as a player was like I feel like I get you. And let's tell the world about the night in Hamilton that you pulled the Spider-Man mask out of your pants and pulled it on after the touchdown, and you got fined $4,000. And I'm like, free Arland. Why are we fining this guy? This is what makes the CFL fun. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Well, something that was kind of choreographed before the week started. I think the new Spider-Man movie came out, and I had a mask. And I told my son, if I score, I'm gonna put the Spider-Man mask on. My mentality is scoring. I think I'm number 10 or number 5 in touchdowns in the CFL for receiving. So it's hard to score a touchdown. So my mentality is like, they got to stop me or I'm going to do something, not to disrespect the game, but just bring entertainment to the game. And when I did pull the mask out, the mask slid down my leg. So that's why it took me so long to pull it out. But I did get fined $4,000 for that. If you see the video, I went to the side. I was like, oh, man, where's the mask? And then I put it on the sidelines and still got fined on the side. But then the next time I did the Michael Jackson celebration, I got fined another $3,500 and traded. I mean, but now they doing all type of stuff when they score a touchdown. It's some crazy.
And that's some pretty big cheese you were getting nailed too, right? How much were those fines?
Oh, yeah, $4,000, $3,500, $1,500. And then Bart Andrews came in and he said, you can do whatever you want to. And that's when I did the Michael Jackson. I guess he didn't like that. And they traded me, and then but I love touchdown celebrations because it's hard to score a touchdown, man, in life and even on the field. And you need to celebrate those wins, right? That's what I don't get. But now that you talk about Bart Andrus, he got so much crap up here, as you know, and I think he's coaching in the spring league now, isn't he, or something? Who is your favorite coach? Oh, my favorite coach would definitely have to be, let me see, Dave Ritchie.
Wow.
That is one of my favorite guys. Dave Ritchie, when I came to Winnipeg, oh, man, he said, too legit to quit. That was his motto. Dave Ritchie and Coach LaPolice, those guys, Pinball Clemens, Coach Austin, Stubler, Don Matthews, Wally Buono. Man, some great coaches I had a chance to play with and be successful. And I learned a lot from those players. I left the NFL to play in Canada. I didn't want to go back to the NFL because I didn't want to just be a number. I wanted to come up here because when I went to Winnipeg, I was like, man, this is amazing how the fans love you so much and so much respect for you for what you do. To leave your country and come up here and play for their country and be successful, it's amazing, man. I love Canada. I have dual citizenship now. And I love it. As director of international scouting, I love it, man. I talk to the CFL teams now and let them know that I have players for them. And yeah, man, it's just going up from there. I deal with artists. I have a talented singer right now that I'm representing. I'm her manager. Her name is Sarah Esky. And any CFL team out there or any professional team looking for somebody to sing the Canadian national anthem or the American national anthem, she's ready. Sarah Esky. That's one of my clients.
All right, I love. Hey, tell us the story about Loonies and Toonies. What's the hip hop part of your story?
Okay, so 2009, I used to host boat parties in Toronto before the season started, and Walter Payton's son, Jared Payton,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
he wore number he wore number 2 when we played for the Toronto Argonauts. And I said, Jared, what's up? You heard about? I said, what's up, Big Toonie? Because he wore number 2. And he's like, Toonie, what's that? I said, Loonies and Toonies, Loonies and Toonies. You ain't heard Loonies? I said, Canadian money. He's like, no. So me and my team from Kansas City, MMR Worldwide, went back to Kansas City and made a song called Loonies and Toonies. And we have 4 remixes to the song now. You can get it on iTunes and CD Baby, Loonies and Toonies by Mr. Moneymaker. I'm co-author of the track. But our company also made 5 songs for the CFL. The Toronto Argonauts play the song. The Ticats have a song we made for them. The BC Lions played it when we won the Grey Cup. We have one for the Rough Riders and Calgary that hasn't been released. That we have it, but we just never played it for anybody yet. So it's a song that they need to play when the league starts up and have it playing at their stadiums. You know, it's for the country. The Loonies and Toonies is for the Canadian country. It's Canadian currency. And the songs is for the Canadian Football League. That's what I wanted to give back to show my love and appreciation for what they gave me opportunity to continue playing football and fulfill my dreams of playing pro football. That's always been my dream, to play professional basketball or professional football. And Canada fulfilled my dream. And now I'm living here and I love it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, the CFL fans love you. There's no doubt about that. And we played the song on the show the other day. We're going to regularly play it here, Arland, so don't worry. We got you. 94 career touchdowns, by the way, for you. Do you remember what was your best year for touchdowns? Do you remember? Because I got it right in front of me.
2006.
2002. With Dave Ritchie and those Warriors, the Blue Bombers, you had 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, your rookie year, you guys went to the Grey Cup, and one of my closest friends, Mike Abu-Meshrik, was on that team, as you well know. Talk about that Grey Cup, if you don't mind, and then I'll let you go. That was amazing in Montreal. I was there on the sidelines. Wasn't that great?
Oh man, it was my first year in the CFL. So we had Charles Robert, Kahari Jones was the MVP. Milt went on. I was in a group, high class. I'm from defense to offense to Bob Cameron to Troy Westwood to McGriggs to Jerome Bolden. The coaching staff. We was I think 14-4. We had the best team in the league. And we got our punt blocked in the Grey Cup. Oh, it was so sad. Oh man, I could have had 3 rings, but you know what? I'm good with 2. So that was a tough pill to swallow. In
it
Montreal,
wasn't just the punt block. You ran into Vince Danielson and Mark Boerichter and a pretty good Calgary team. Yeah, as I recall. Like I said,
that's right. Marcus Crandall too, right?
MC leading an 8-10 team to a Grey Cup. I love Sizzle. Love that guy. Arland, we're going to let you go.
You know what I love about the CFL is that, so in Winnipeg 2001, when I played in the Grey Cup, I was going against Wally Buono. And then in 2004, when I went to the Grey Cup, I was going against Wally Buono and beat him. And then 2011, I'm with Wally Buono when we win a championship. It's amazing to see it. You don't hear about that in the NFL. The CFL is amazing. If they merge, people just got to say, hey, man, you know, it's better for the league. Maybe we can look at these salaries and say, man, that guy's making $200,000 instead of $80,000 now by this merger. You know what I mean? To bring the value and make the country a little more richer. You know what I'm saying? So if they do it, it's good. If they don't, it's all good.
Double the money. The league will be double as great. Double the jobs. Let's go. But they're telling me we got to go to a commercial break. So AB3, keep in touch, my man, and continued success. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Much appreciated. Love y'all, man.
Love you too, buddy.
Keep doing your thing, Mr. Pedersen.
Same to you. Arland Bruce III joining us from Edmonton, and that guy is a true Hall of Famer right there. Human being as well as football player.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.